All right, there we go, and we are live and rocking and rolling. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Philly by Night, a Vampire the Masquerade 5th edition actual play / game set in the city of brotherly love. And welcome back again to another point 5 for the Mystery Machine Coterie. This one is titled Kayfabe, in which we're meeting a new Brujah to the city and getting some things rocking and a rolling. Or is it prancing around the Christmas tree? Hard to tell when your name's Candi Cane, after all.
Yes. All of the candy jokes, all the Christmas jokes.
We'll pause there and leave our merriment and mirth a couple months back, because it is actually March 21st, 2025 in the city of brotherly love. The equinox has passed about a day or so ago, and it's still relatively nippy. It's about 54 degrees outside, a little bit of humidity. And Candi, you are back in the city of Philly after a little bit, having been embraced here by your sire, and the two of you kind of traveling around with the tower would put it as less than structured rules and regulations, but that suited y'all just fine.
Kept me alive, so to speak. So
yeah. Alive, and you learned things. After all, Baron Helen Kim is resourceful, witty, smart, clever, deadly on her feet.
Yeah, I got knocked on my ass a few times here and there.
No, as any good sire does, teaching you the ropes. But tonight, as you're within her haven, she's put the word out that she wants to talk to you about something. You guys are a little bit... the barony of Olney is still kind of a part of Philly, but not Philly proper. And the city of Philly, with its prince and what have you, at least the previous one you heard about, it seems weird that there was a Prince Sexton, now there's another Prince Sexton. Seemed cool with your sire doing what she was doing. There was a treaty of non-aggression between the two of them. Yeah, if that's going to stay with this new prince on the throne, who knows?
Okay, well, I will absolutely go and check in at the Haven.
Yeah. And I'm going to shift this over to our lovely Kendall, who's piloting Baron Kim. I imagine you have a study somewhere?
Well, she actually invites her over to her dance studio, because that's where Baron Kim usually takes audience.
It's a 50-50 chance that Candi is potentially either in trouble, going to learn a lesson, or get her ass kicked. There's all these possibilities. Walking into the dance studio. Getting called anywhere else, not scary.
There's also option D, all of the above.
It wouldn't be the first time.
Yeah, but, I'll leave you, Kendall, to describe the studio and everything, but safe to say you make your way there unbothered, and no one gives you a second glance going in.
It's a pretty par the course ballet dance studio. It's got a couple of different rooms, some dressing rooms. There are a bunch of mirrors along one of the walls. There's a bar. You go further back, there are showers and lockers. There are, of course, offices, for people that run the place. But Candi will find her sire with one of her legs stretched up on the bar with a pair of slippers on. And there is always the house rule of you don't walk in with your shoes on.
Absolutely not. She would have taken her shoes off and left them in the appropriate place and gone up to the bar where you are at. Baron?
Candy, you don't need to do such formalities. It's fine.
I was being careful. You summoned me here.
Well, yes. How am I supposed to keep you on your toes?
You're not making me put the dance shoes on again, are you?
It's not. Well, you don't break them before you put them on.
Okay. In any case, I swear I haven't done anything to get me in trouble.
Well, now I'm suspicious, but we're not. I didn't call you here to talk about that. I've actually called you here because there has been. Well, if you've looked over at our neighbors, it's this city has shifted in government, but they haven't switched in style. If anything, it's become more prevalent.
I mean, we will
I'm
adjust.
curious. Yes. But it's been unusual the entire time I've been here.
I mean, it was unusual back in the 80s, too. Why do you think I started wrestling here?
Oh, yes. But tell me the difference between the 80s and now. Helen will pull her leg down from the bar, kind of look up at Candy, but she still has all of that authority of someone much older than her.
Well,
does Candy have any politics, academics, or politics or academics?
Zero. She paid attention to none of that.
Any streetwise? I'm trying to remember as I look over your sheet here. I think
there's one streetwise.
Okay. I will rule that streetwise is enough to recall some cam representatives coming and leaving with their body parts not broken.
That is not what Helen is talking about.
Ah.
Okay.
The difference between now and the 80s is that in the 80s, the Anarch movement was under the umbrella of the Camarilla. Now it is not. But the treatment is much like that of before Hardestat. She kind of smirks, declared war on the Anarchs. This place is incredibly old-fashioned in a very strange way. Do you recall how when we were in California that we would occasionally have young Camarilla fledglings running to the movement and then their sires coming and fetching them?
Yeah, I always thought that was strange. I mean, I never really had a need or want to run away from you, but I understand different clans run things differently.
Yes. And it was just considered a political movement beneath the protection of the Camarilla.
Interesting. It's an interesting way to see people.
Mm-hmm. But nowadays, it's the Camarilla is firmly against the Anarch movement, and the Anarch movement rails against the Camarilla. But this is different. This is fluid.
It definitely feels different. It's more like angry step-siblings trying to get along in the same house and not.
Something like that. There is a member amongst their court that owes me a favor. as a result of some social snafus. You, if you would like to go and find your Aunt Benny for me, I would very much appreciate you looking into the city for a little while, stretching your legs a little.
Not opposed. As if I would. But how am I going to be set up? It's going to be interesting trying to get back and forth if I'm staying here. And if you want me in the city proper.
If you need help paying rent in a place within Philly, I have plenty of money. But there's also a place for many of the out-of-place clans within the city. They even have Ghede representation.
That's interesting. It's been a while since I've seen a Ghede.
Sorry, my connection lost for a second. Did y'all say anything?
I
Go ahead.
I said that's interesting. It's been a while since I've seen a Ghede.
Yes, you usually don't see them at all in Cambria cities. The Scourge usually takes care of them. And that is their job. I'm curious if this city still has one.
Same here. What's going to be the protocol? Because I remember you saying something about having to have proper gifts or permissions or entries. You were trying to describe it like a wrestling match for me so I could get it, and it's complicated.
Okay. You will need to present yourself to the prince, the person in charge of the domain. You will need to bring a gift, and you will need to fully introduce yourself. You will be chaperoned there by the person that owes me a favor. They are the primogen of the Tremere. Don't worry. These aren't particularly bad ones. And you will be meeting with the person that will be representing our clan inside of the city.
Would that by chance be Aunt Benny?
No, actually, I have no idea where your Aunt Benny is. That's why I would like you to find her for me.
Okay.
This city has utterly consumed her, and I'm worried that it's killed her.
Oh.
If you can find her or her ashes, I would appreciate them returned.
I better find her, because if I find ashes, there will be more of them.
It's fair. I will say for both our SPC and our player knowledge, last contact from Benny was about a year ago at this point in the timeline.
Mm-hmm. So she's either dead or in torpor.
Yeah.
Okay. That will be interesting. When am I leaving?
If you accept, today.
I got nothing else going on yet. Don't have any matches set up for a while. I can always put those off for a little bit. You know, there might be some clubs in Philly to help get myself in.
Oh yes, and if there's not outright clubs, there are likely underground clubs.
Absolutely.
Which I'm sure you will have quite the fun digging into.
Oh, this is going to be great.
Mm-hmm. This is a city of revolution after all, and it seems like things are changing. I'm quite curious about it.
All right.
Keep me apprised.
Absolutely. When I set up shop, I will let you know where shop is. And do you have any idea what kind of gift I should bring? Gifts are still
Do have something. From a very, very old friend on the East Coast. He managed to get this out of Vienna Zero. Gave it to me as a favor. I'm sure it'll help teach you some good favor. And Helen will leave the room for a moment. Gonna leave Candy to her thoughts for a second while she's looking for the gift.
Yeah. How are you feeling, Candy? Being told your aunt may or may not be alive and you're going in as essentially to pretend to be Camarilla for a bit. It's not stressful at all.
No. Candy is likely at this point looking in the mirror and kind of flexing a bit, because there's where the bar is, possibly doing a few of the old stretches that Helen has taught her to do, as she's thinking and plotting out what she needs to say to all the people, like practicing hardcore in her brain, practicing how to identify herself and the etiquette, because it is not easy for her.
That's fair. Go ahead, and while you're kind of doing this, roll me an intelligence and wits, because we're going to kind of play into Candy's wrestling background here for a second.
Okay.
And whoever is a WWE or any sort of wrestling fan, bear with Fennec. I am learning. So if something comes out wrong, me culpa.
Okay.
All right.
Should be 2 successes. I did that right, correct?
2 is yeah, you did that right. So 2 is going to be enough for this. You're kind of sitting there stretching and thinking, and your brain kind of goes back to the word kayfabe. It's the verb to to keep pro wrestling an illusion. You're essentially constructing an illusion to show everybody your Camarilla, and a little bit kind of a heel arc, I think is the right term, where someone starts out as good and then pivots into haha.
Yes. Okay. Absolutely. She'll be thinking and starting to put that mask on, because when you are wrestling or when you're singing or whatnot, at least for Candy, it's definitely a different persona, a different mask, and starts to get into that mask. And you see her like starting to relax a little bit and straighten up and get into that more like challenging vibe, not so much as I'm going to beat everyone in front of me, but commanding. I think that would be the presence of it.
Yeah. You've wrestled long enough to know how to like work a room and present yourself as confident and outgoing, and still get a little bit of a mystery because the audience doesn't want the full story just yet.
Yeah, string them along.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So yeah, is there anything as you're kind of doing this and waiting for Helen to come back? Are there any arrangements, like anyone you reach out to like, hey, box some stuff up and I'm going to give you an address to send it to later, or?
Yeah, absolutely. She has that one ghoul that she was allowed to make recently. Okay. That's been helping her during the daytime, like arranging matches for her and some of the underground stuff that she's been in. And we'll contact them and say, hey, we're going to pack up the apartment. Go ahead and start. I will give you an address in the next 24, 48 hours.
Uh-huh. And remind me, femme presenting or male, mass presenting for your ghoul?
The ghoul is male.
Male. Yes, Miss Kane. Mm-hmm. Right away, Miss Kane. Mm-hmm. Yes, ma'am. Mm-hmm. It's very kind of mousy, sort of. If you've ever seen Little Shop of Horrors, think Seymour.
Absolutely.
You got to Seymour in your corner. Okay. And as we're just as he gets off the phone with you, you would see Helen walking back in with a box about big, I imagine.
It's a little pouch. Helen will walk back in. There's a little like it sounds like there's like a plastic bag inside of this like delicate fabric pouch,
Mhm.
tied off neatly, and she'll come in. She'll hand it to Candy. Make sure to give this to the prince as part of your way of appeasing yourself into the city. This is something an old friend used to be able to make, but it isn't all too common these nights.
Do I say it's from you or from a location? Because I might get asked where this came from.
You can say you received it from me, but it will still be strange to receive it from me.
Okay.
If she asks what, I'm sure she will understand what it does when she looks into it. But if you need to explain, if you throw it on someone who is in a changed form, it will freeze them.
Interesting.
Yes. These concoctions were quite sought after during the War of Chicago. But they are made much lesser so these nights.
Sounds like I can get somebody into and or out of trouble.
Yes, and I know you are trouble.
I promise I won't use it myself. It is a gift
No,
for the prince, so I don't get in trouble there.
Exactly. And if you run into any werewolves, I assume you know how to run.
Absolutely. You've taught me that.
Good.
Are werewolves a big problem in Philly? You didn't tell me if that's a problem.
There are some here, but they aren't. I haven't run into any.
Noted, keep to myself. Got it.
Yes. This will be your gift. And she kind of looks around to the door. I think it's about time that I see you off, and you will be meeting with this primogen. If you show her that, she will likely understand what it is as well.
Wonderful. The less I have to explain, the better.
I'm sure. And Candy,
Yes?
you're going to do great.
Of course I am. I'll be fine. And if nothing else, I have your phone number.
Yes, you do. And it is best not to try and fake it with me. You're a little easy to read.
That's because it's you. I can fake out a crowd like nobody's business. You're different.
I care about you too. All right. Well, your man thing is here, isn't he?
Yes. Sid.
And he'll scuttle in, wearing, a big oversized orange bow tie, an orange plaid sweater with a white button up under it, tucked into pants that are pulled up too high. Very big round. If anybody's ever watched Dan to Dan, the Okaroon glasses.
Love it.
Yes, ma'am. Mm-hmm. Yes, ma'am. Yes. Mm-hmm.
We're getting ready to go. I'm going to need the car. So what I will do is I will take the car and get into the city. I will drop you back off at the apartment and you can finish packing. And then we'll send a moving truck to bring you and everything over.
And he adjusts his spectacles. Yes, I've already taken the liberty of contacting several rental places and getting estimates and whatnot for your move, ma'am.
This is why I love you. This is why I keep you. You are on all these things.
I am not going to make either of you roll for perception. The man goes bright red to the very tips of his ears that you can see. It just stutters as he goes to get the car warmed up and running.
Here is the address where you will be meeting them. She'll just hand you an address to somewhere that the ST will indicate.
We'll say it's the Philly Art Museum, since Candy's taking her own car and everything.
If you need to feed while you are in the city, please wait till after you have been fully introduced. The laws of
100%.
domain are older than any establishment alive today. And then that lies feeding. You know better.
Yes, ma'am.
Excellent. Well, do you have any further questions for me?
I don't think so now, but I know I can contact you if I do. No,
You're always welcome here.
Thank you. I'll definitely have to come back and, get into some dance steps with you again if I feel like I'm out of practice over there.
Yes, I wouldn't want you to lose your touch.
That would not be good.
And if you make any friends, they would also be welcome here if they are brought here by you.
Friends are not so easy, but we will see.
You have a charm about you.
She'll perk up a little bit to that. All right. Well, have a good evening, Helen. The night is getting shorter, so I should be going.
Of course. Be safe. Don't do anything stupid that you would get caught for.
Okay.
Don't get caught for doing anything stupid.
There we go. That's what I will do. And then
Helen will kind of dismiss her.
Candy will start to kind of half jog towards the door and then do a really terrible pirouette and then jump out the door because she knows that very terrible done move just makes Helen shake her head at her.
Don't insult me like that.
And on one candy cane leaping, we watch as Sid brings around the car. He's got the Mustang all ready to go, and he will put it in park, step out, and open the door for you. And he watches Helen finishes her dance practice and whatnot for a few moments, and it is there we'll leave our dear Baron Kim and thank Kendall for popping in. And yeah, Sid will make sure that you got all settled in nice and easy, and then get over and start the car. He has a little phone GPS. There isn't one in the the 96 Ford Mustang and everything, and whatnot. But he will input the address for the Philly Art Museum. Grumble because there is a little bit of traffic on a Saturday night, but he does reroute it to where it avoids most of the traffic and whatnot. Which, let me roll something here real quick for dear Sid. I see your face. I have another, and I'll send it to you, and we'll talk. Let's see. It's not hit. Okay. It's not bad. It's not the greatest. There is a little bit of gridlock as he's driving, but you get there in one piece. As you guys are driving into the heart of the city, is Candy looking around at all, or is she more just kind of focused on her, this is the plan, this is who I'm going to be, etc., etc.?
She'd still be looking around. She cares about her car and her person, and it still has the stuff playing in her head, but is kind of that whole guard dogging and watching.
Okay. So head on a swivel. Okay, we can call it a wits and awareness if you want. Trying to remember your specialties here. Give me one moment.
Okay. I do have a 2 in awareness, so.
Hey, that's not bad.
No.
There we go. And okay, cool. You don't got any special things we got to worry about.
Shows success. 1 success.
Hey, if success isn't bad, you've been in Philly for a while, and you know it's a cold night, but like, it seems colder. March is still somewhat in the grips of winter, but it's normally going into spring. It feels cold, hungry a little. But humans have done strange things to this world and screwed up the weather pattern, so it's easy to chalk it up to that, isn't it?
Generally.
Yeah. Nothing too crazy. But other than that, the city seems to be moving about normally for a Saturday night. Sid makes his way to the Philadelphia Art Museum. The address you were given takes you to a little special kind of employee parking garage that he will drive into. There's a little door person who, upon looking, you can see like the very hint of what looks to be a scepter and a sword tattooed along the inner part of their wrist. Standard practice for most schools. And Sid will give your name, and you'll get waved in, and he'll park, and he'll nod at you. So is there anything else you need from me, Miss Candi, before I go, get ready?
Nope. This is going to be... I will let you know where we will land. Just get yourself ready.
Splendiferous, Miss Candi.
Thank you, Sid.
Of course, ma'am. And he'll keep the car running, get out and open the door. There's a sign that will indicate you to an elevator that you can take. Yeah. You toddle on over. There's another, what looks to be a ghoul with a Ventru mark, pressing buttons, and we'll press it to the, I believe it's called the atrium. I'll have to double check with my fellow STs where the throne room technically is, but we'll take you up to where that is. And it's not a very long elevator ride. Standard do kind of slow, smooth jazz is playing. And there's softing. And the doors will open. And let me put this in your channel so you have an idea of who is this. You'll see what looks to be a heavier set femme presenting individual leaning against a wall, dressed in kind of drapey clothing with a dog that is a very big dog. You could swore that might have been something from the Game of Thrones set with how big it is, but it's got a service vest on it. Her hair is kind of pulled up in like a messy half pony, and part of it seems dyed. The rest of the natural blonde is chopped in rough layers, and she's just scritching on the dog, mumbling at it. Yeah, buddy, I know. No, I am not late. This is exactly where I'm supposed to... You try arguing with Sandy time, all right? It is you. I'm going to tell her to come bug you next, and you can argue with the pink vision. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Just scritching on the puppy.
Candy will just kind of...
To their credit, they don't jump too high. When they said rocking around the Christmas tree, not what a... Huh. And tilts this way. Tilts that way. Huh. You look like an awful lot like an old friend of mine.
Is that a good or a bad thing?
I happen to like her and her cat.
You have a nice dog.
Oh, thank you. This is Arwen. Arwen, this is. I know you're Baron Kim's progeny, but kind of was a little light on the details.
I go by Candy.
Ah, well, Rowan, this is Miss Mix.
Just Candy.
This is just Candy. And he'll trot over, sniff, ask for, do the dog boop.
Mm-hmm. She'll lightly boop.
Backs
You're
over.
pretty.
Pretty much destroying my vacuum cleaner is what you mean. Scritch him. As my fellow STs have told me, you would look upon the walls and see it as the main exhibit hall here.
Okay.
Is where you guys are standing.
There would be a lot of artwork to be kind of looking at too then.
Yeah. There is all sort of different art, paintings, sculptures.
Mm-hmm.
You get the sense that this is not just merely an ornamental place for Elysium, that there is care put into the pieces here and what have you that are displayed for both the mortals and the humans, or the mortals and the other kindred.
Mm-hmm.
And you will see behind this person who has yet to introduce themselves, because Saren has a bad habit of that, are these large golden doors that are carved with bodies and other figures and whatnot. You get the sense that's kind of where y'all are headed.
That's ornate.
Yeah, done by a fellow named Rodin. They are known as the Gates of Hell.
I did get that vibe.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm Candy, but I didn't catch your name, and I really don't want to
Yeah. Sorry, Oracle time is a little bit of a. Anyways, right. Hi, I'm the Sire Claire, Court Oracle, and Primogen of the Tremere. You are now under my hospitality with all the rights and protections that it grants. Welcome to the city of Philadelphia.
Thank you. I was told that I have to give a gift and present myself, and I'm trying to make sure I keep all of the things I'm supposed to do straight so that I don't turn into ash.
Oh, you're good. Prince Alicia, she's pretty merciful. She's not gonna, you're brand new to the city. As long as you, mind your P's and Q's and don't, step on any of the familiars' tails, you should be fine.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's the familiars.
There's this wall.
Oh, okay. They're kept everywhere here. Like most everyone has them.
Well, it's kind of a thing in Philly. There's Arwen here. He's my buddy. Prince Alicia. This is taking a bit to get used to. Has got her own buddy Lupin. Then there's also the Rat Union. But I think your emissary for your family said that he kind of wanted to handle all that. But
okay.
Just here, and she'll reach into a bag that she keeps and pull out like a Costco size tube of wasabi peas. You're gonna want this.
Okay.
Just hang on to it.
And Candy will absolutely put it into her bag that she has on her, which is this like very large black leather bag with skulls and spikes all over it.
Yeah. But yeah, it's good. You brought a gift. I mean, surprisingly, well, not surprisingly, Alicia's had a real good education, really values manners, so good on Baron Kim and y'all for doing that. Anything I should know about it or what have you?
She said you might recognize it, and she'll pull it out and just kind of, have it in her hands to show you.
Shit. I ain't seen one of those since Chicago in the 90s. Huh.
She said the same thing.
Yeah, well, Guru were more common there, which your emissary's gonna give you a lowdown on that, but just stay away out of one of the parks. There's a little map, we have it circled, that's their area, and we just kind of let them be.
You know, it's a good thing I'm just not a nature girl.
Well, some of us didn't want to be, some of us like books and whatnot, but growing up in cold country and what have you, kind of had to nature.
No shade, just not for me. So I should hopefully be safe from whatever park. I'm going to have to take notes.
You're good. It's all in your welcome packet. Don't mind the glitter. I'm pretty sure that's left over from when Benny was still putting them together. Anyways.
You said Benny was putting the welcome packets together?
Yeah, that was part of her job when she was doing that.
Have you seen her?
No. Sadly.
Well, I was hoping I could catch up with her if I could find her.
And Sire will kind of gesture the doors and start walking a hand on the little harness Arwen is wearing. I have a feeling you might be seeing her sooner than you think.
All right. She'll
just make spooky hands.
Mm-hmm. Candy will be very confused, but we'll start walking and following.
Ooh, I see the future. Play numbers 12, 42, 39, and Star Trek's only in the 60th anniversary next year. Said 9/12. Did I say 12 already?
I don't think so.
Okay, well, add another 12 in there for good measure.
Okay.
She chuckles and will knock on the door. You ready?
As ready as I'm gonna be.
Yeah. She'll open it a little, peek her head in. Seemingly having gotten some signal, we'll push it open. And I will let our Ghede, our wonderful ST Ghede over here, describe what you see. Because it's kind of her baby.
The hall is massive. Everything in perfect stainless white marble. As you walk into the courtyard, I suppose, there is a rather massive, ornate, mahogany, gold, all things that are precious throne. And sitting in that throne, looking a bit dwarfed by it, is a Nosferatu. Definitely a Nosferatu. Wearing armor and modesty gear.
Interesting.
Nearby, the little dais that's on, you would see a African American gentleman. His curls very bouncy and whatnot, wearing what looks to be the standard academics uniform, sweater vest, button up, or not a sweater vest, suit vest, tie, button up shirt, dark pants tucked into nice jeans or nice shoes, holding a leather journal with gold rimmed glasses on his face. And he will look over at the print. You're pretty sure this is the prince, and goes, "You were right, Your Majesty. I should not have bet against Big Slick there."
I still can't quite understand why you would bet against somebody who can see the future.
She cannot be right all the time, Your Majesty.
Probability dictates the future.
But probability and multiverse theory dictates, that eventually she is bound to be wrong.
I think we've got a fundamental misunderstanding of exactly what it means to see the future.
And he just sighs and waves his hand, mutters something in French, which Alicia will understand is like, bah! Einstein said there was many universes, and I will be right in one of them.
But we ain't talking about quantum physics.
No, but if you believe that Miss Leclerc's foresight is merely a look into these branches of quantum physics, then eventually she is bound to be wrong.
Still wouldn't be against her.
And there's just the, French sound of dismissal. Serene at this point will look over at Candy. I don't know. But Your Grace, if I may.
Right. Business. I will be having that boom marked by the hobby. You understand?
Of course, Your Grace, I would never seek to cheat this court. He says as he kind of scuttles back, and Cyrene will step forward. Your Grace, Prince Alicia Sexton, if I may introduce Miss Candi Cane, Childe of Baron Helen Kim, under my hospitality, and wishing to introduce herself to the city.
Why?
Cyrene just kind of gives you a subtle thumbs up, like under the little drapey fold of the scarf she's wearing, and scuttles off to the side.
Well, first, I have a gift from Baron Helen, and want to make sure that I don't forget to give this to you.
Yes, protocol, titles, assume it's all been met.
Fantastic. And we'll hand over the gift of the special stuff.
It is used against those who are shapeshifters, Your Grace. Secret made by Clan Gangrel during the Lupine Wars of Chicago, and was lost to many a Camarilla city when the Gangrel rightfully took umbrage with, helped made by the Tremere with donations from the Gangrel, my bad, and whatnot. But kind of lost when the Gangrel rightfully took umbrage with everything, and scuttles back.
So
Right. Right. So back to the pressing point.
My Aunt Benny, I haven't seen her in a while, and we last had contact with her here, so I was just kind of gonna come and stay for a little bit, try and find her.
Oh, she ain't that hard to find. Might take some doing to get her up out of that closet, though.
What trouble did she get into now?
She ain't got into any, which is why she's punishing herself.
And I think I'm the worst one. I stand corrected. I know that I am new, but may I ask if you know where she is, where I can go get her, see her?
Well, she tends to haunt a couple of different areas, you see. Sometimes it's the bash and smash place she owns. Sometimes it's the cellar here. She has a strange adoration for 92 Malbec. Heaven knows why.
Okay, I will go. If she's not here now, then I will see if I can go. If I have permission to stay in the city. The other thing is I would like to set up a small like gym, if that would be okay, so that I have something to do while I'm here.
Well, yeah, that ain't gonna be no problem. Welcome to the city of Philadelphia, and you are presented with what domain you can hold.
She'll blink a
I
few times.
consider it a personal favor if you do happen to come across Benny. If you could get her to say hello to the home folks a bit more often. We all worried.
If I have to, I'll drag her here kicking and screaming.
Good luck with that.
We have a lot of fun.
Better you than me. So there is one thing. Well, technically two. I feel that it falls upon me to answer, to tell you about.
Yes.
We are a city that allows all kinds of kindred faith.
Okay.
One of them faiths is fasting right now. So that may be something to be cognizant of.
Okay.
You know what I mean by fasting, right? Like not drinking blood or nothing.
It just sounds like extra dangerous.
Well, they do that for their faith.
So if I'm talking with someone who is fasting, don't taunt them or tease them.
Correct.
Got it. And the other thing?
Well, we don't really judge folks here by what they is, more about what they do and can do. And, well, we ain't got a very big population yet. Folks from your family.
So people might not be used to seeing Brujah?
No, it's just that right now, your family does not have enough of a population to really have a. They don't have their own haven.
Okay.
They share lodgings with some of the folk what ain't got a haven neither. At least not for their clan.
Sounds resourceful.
So you gonna meet some folks probably you wouldn't meet anywhere else. So tolerance would be appreciated.
Baron Helen and I did a lot of traveling, and that was one of her big things too. So
You ever met a Magar?
no, but
You could
kind
just
of
see
a
Cyrene behind Alfie just make little like antenna and then realize being looked at and just
golden rule applies.
Yeah, just be aware. She's mostly harmless, really.
We're kindred, ma'am. We're all dangerous to some extent and should be treated with respect.
Well, this one is a tad different, you see, because she's not just kindred. You heard any old Irish folk stories?
Maybe some when I was drinking in my
You
younger years.
you remember hearing anything about the banshee?
Yeah, there was like an old movie about banshees. My grandfather liked playing.
Yeah, we have one.
Don't
Like
get
I
in a
said,
singing
he's
competition
mostly
with them.
harmless.
Understood. I will use all the
Right.
best manners that I was taught by Baron Kim. Otherwise, they will trash me.
I am sure. Well, Alfie, you gonna explain like city services and whatnot?
Oui, Madam Dolphine, I shall do so, and they shall be most educated, and they will learn everything and become a wonderful member of our city.
Right, we got some bonuses to staying in our area and some places you probably want to avoid, but Alfie will go into all that.
Wonderful. I will make sure that I follow all of those rules because I kind of like not being dust.
Oh no, a death is a mercy. This one's got to be earned.
She will absolutely be pondering that thought.
Oui, mon Dolphine, as Her Grace has stated, it is a mercy after all. If you are dead, you cannot feel it anymore, no?
That is a horrifyingly very true statement.
Oui.
Well, like you said, we all kindred.
Absolutely.
Some of us just label less able hide what we are.
That too. She's getting the feeling that Prince Alicia is just slightly putting those like thumb screws in. Just reminding you, I am Prince for a reason.
Yeah, a little bit.
Mhm.
A smidgen, and Candy, I will say, you have been an anarch for most of your life, and this city is really weird for Camarilla. This almost sounds like your side of the fence talk.
Right? Like I'm prepared for all of these like strict rules and then getting be nice to everyone or else. Okay.
Well, y'all got any more questions?
No, I'm certain that the people that you have to give me instruction will be wonderful.
Oh yeah, of course. Like I said, I would consider it a personal favor if you could have Benny drop by and say hey to the home folks.
As soon as I find her.
I will even accept the glitter delivery.
She's really good at the glitter delivery.
Oh heavens, yes, we've had 4 different maids quit.
Oh no.
Within a week.
That sounds like Aunt Benny.
Celebration. Well, I hope you have a lovely day. Did you have any questions you wanted to ask me before you head out to where you folks will be staying?
No, I very much appreciate your time, Prince Alicia.
Alrighty.
And Alfie will nod and bow, and he'll walk Candy out, leaving Alicia and Cyrene to speak rapidly and speak rapidly in Spanish to each other. Does Candy speak Spanish? I'm trying to remember.
I believe she did.
Okay. Double
Yes.
check here.
Spanish
Okay.
and Chinese, Korean and
Okay.
English.
Fair enough. Yeah. You just catch. Well, actually, see, told you it should be a good one.
I still can't believe I want to mine a boon because someone decided to bet against your ass.
Well, to be fair, Alicia, I mean, I get what he's saying, and it starts going off into techno babble about quantum physics and everything. So that's kind of the last thing you hear is the doors kind of close behind you. You're pretty sure there's a ghoul or something there that's shutting them, but physics. All right, and with that, we will thank Ghede for bringing Alicia to the stage as Alfie looks you over. So you are Miss Kane, correct? Oui?
Yes.
Good. Come. And he'll walk you over to the doors where the elevator are. So I will be taking you to Zelu. No, not Zelu. The Loom. Like the horrible underwear the American men wear.
Okay.
It is where many of us stay, as the prince said. We do not have many of us. It is you, me, and Benny are missing Mon Ami. So,
Okay.
the good thing about this place is it is not only just us. There are, and this is happening as you're walking and talking to his car, which is a beautiful black Bentley that he gets in and starts it up. There's not just us. There is Miss She, who Miss Argus told you already about. There is also the top floor occupants. Benny has a suite there, and also a Miss Sire. She is the Clanism, but quite smart, that one. Likes the mermaids.
I think I might be able to have conversations with that one then.
Oh, wait, she is a delight.
I'm hoping to set up a business that's kind of like a space for me. I also have a ghoul that comes with me and will likely be helping run the business during the day.
Most excellent. Yeah, and he will hand you a packet, which a little bit of glitter does fall out of it as you hold it. These are your city welcome materials. In there, you will find a real estate business run by Monsieur Harrison and his ilk and whatnot. The former prince. May his soul rest in Kane.
Yes.
Yes. They will be able to help you set up permits and such a little bit quicker than most. No?
That would be wonderful. I'm so glad the city has that, because wandering as we did wasn't always available.
Yes, it is always hard to cultivate help on the move, but putting down roots has some niceties. My sire, bless Javier, he is one who likes to wander. And
Wonderful.
yes. There is also the Meals on Wheels. It is should there be and this is as we're driving, he'll go sacre bleu and say it, curse in French at somebody trying to cut him off, and whatnot. This is a city service that many does not have. If there is time when you cannot feast, just say when the hunters or you are, it is not safe for you to go out or grab a buddy. For a minor boon, food comes to you.
That's a bonus?
Oui, I mean, minor boon, you go to city, but considering they put us all to work anyways, well.
As well. About the feeding, is there like off-limit zones, all that in the packet?
All that is in the packet. It also includes the park where the loup-garou are wandering about, and we let the doggies go fetch their own sticks and chase their own asses.
That's one way to put it. Do not go to the park at night. Got it.
Do not go to the park at night. There are the gangrel in the city mostly deal with them anyway, so you will not have to worry. If they do come to bother you, then worry.
I should hope I don't have a reason for them to come bother me.
Oui. There is what else? your housemate, Miss Shi, do you have iron upon you or in your belongings?
I shouldn't in my current things. I do have some weights and barbells, but those are going to go to the business, not to the home. So
Then good. It is common courtesy with her allergies given her fate. Much like what is it? These mortals. These mortals cannot eat baguettes anymore. They say something about the gluten.
celiac disease.
Oui,
Got it. Okay, so they're allergic to iron.
oui. Several other things, but mostly iron tends to be the most common.
I will make sure Sid knows.
Oui. As you were asking about the feeding, it is the rack. The rack. It is everyone it can feed freely except the clan and coterie areas. So our place, we eat fine. Everybody else, they must pay.
Okay. That'll take a little to get used to, but knowing I can still feed when I need to is good. Good to keep the beast at bay.
We very progressive. The Sexton princess. It's quite wonderful. Sir Thomas More would be a fan. The social contract, Utopia.
Oh. Okay.
I see my cousin has been neglecting your education in such philosophical matters. Don't worry, we fix.
I mean, they might not have neglected it, just not my forte.
That's fine. We'll start you off with some light Voltaire. That is fine.
Okay.
As I see our tech director behind just shaking his head at Voltaire being light.
As Candy has like the wide eyes going, oh my God, they're going to put me through school. Go.
And somewhere Baron Kim is bristling in to say in Alfie's voice, I am a level motivator. Zoom. But now that we got our ghosts out a little bit, he still kind of fills you in. You learn Philly has been a city recovering from war, a lot of turnover. Originally there was Prince Biddle, then the hunters came in, Burke took over, then John Sexton's coup, more hunters, John dying seemingly, and now Prince Alicia sits upon his throne, trying to keep his dream alive.
Got it.
Yeah. It's a strange city. One that preaches hard work earns you something and tolerance of your fellow kindred.
I mean, being the travelers that we were until we, got to the place that we are. Yeah, it's strange for what she has been told about the typical Camarilla city.
Yeah.
And so trying to put these things together it's going to take her just a little bit.
Yeah. 2 + 2 should equal 4. The tower should have certain prejudices on not on pride, like loudly out and whatnot. But here we're a tower, but there seems to be more underneath that welcome sign.
It's not terrible.
Yeah. And do you have it? Alfie will kind of keep driving towards the loom, which you will see is this large apartment building with what look to be like communal gardens out front that stay for the neighborhood community, wash lines, things of that nature. It looks to be a very it looks to be like a community center during the day or whatnot.
Okay.
Yeah. But he will be there to answer any questions as you all are driving to this place.
I will text Sid the contact information for the realtor with my specifications of what I'm looking for, and let him get on that
You'll get 2 thumbs up emojis in return with a little salute guy, and then a GIF under it that says "Right away, boss."
I love Sid so much.
Yep. Alfie looks over. You have a Moor.
No. Sid is my assistant.
This is always good to have assistants.
Yes. I do care as much as we care. Like, I do not want him to die. I do like having him around. He's the extra part of my brain that I really need sometimes.
Mix the Claire. How did she put it about her friend Cass? Your Adderall.
Yes, that's accurate.
In I know it is very, but for some people, our brands, unless you want to, go around cultivating college students, which, pain. Let me tell you, try doing it in the 60s. Horrible time. But they are good people. He will be allowed to live with you in the loom and everything until you wish to get your own place or reside as you wish. But if you are wishing to rendezvous with someone, and he kind of does a little shoulder shimmy, you may wish to seek elsewhere. So no gossip.
That would be the polite thing to do.
Or suck on door. I've heard that is a big thing with some of you Americans. You suck on the door.
Like, Candy will periodically, like, almost break and then realize what's being said. It's like, or hats sometimes, but yeah, no, we won't have to worry about that one.
Oh, good. I just say make it obvious. You put the underwear there and no one will bother you.
Should I be worrying about anybody else in the room putting underwear on their door?
No, they just look at me and say, "Go away, Frenchie. You are being silly again."
Okay. Just making sure.
You, as you say, haha.
You definitely got me with that one.
Oui. But no, the nice thing about the Zoom is there's a nice library we have all donated to. And Miss Siren has put in heated rivalry. I do not know what this is, but she enjoyed it immensely.
I will say that Salty, I apologize, had a hard time with that last sentence.
He said that Siren donated a book series called Heated Rivalry.
Okay. As much as Baron Kim tried to get me to read books, I have a hard time with it. I will listen to it. Did they have it on audio?
Oui. There should be Mix Leclerc has put passwords on a bulletin board.
Fantastic. That'll work for me.
She said this is part of morale boosting. Most of the clans have their own plans.
Wonderful.
Oui. A silly therapist thing.
We start looking through the packet, identifying nightclubs, things, looking to see if there's anything underground marked in those.
For Fennec, when you say underground, you mean like wrestling or?
Yes, I'm specifically looking for like potential, like maybe Kindred wrestling rings, things, fun things to do like that.
Yeah. You would see there is a Smashbox 20 that's represented as a rage room. In terms of clubs, there's a couple. One is simply listed as Malediction with some angel's wings behind the name. Another is Guilty Pleasures. I will need to check in with a player at another table, John, because I know he has a club in the city.
Okay.
And what have you. And then in terms of fight rings, I wasn't expecting that. That was on me. But there would be something in there as you kind of dig around. There is at the very bottom, written on a little scrap of paper, in somewhat messy handwriting, Paper Street Soap Company. And it's simply, like, as you kind of look over it, on the back is what looks to be a clock drawn to midnight exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. There's a few other things. It looks like there's some like bookshops, a therapist's office, a couple body shops for like car work and such.
Ooh. She'll take note of those just in case her car needs to be worked on.
Yeah. There's also it seems to be a newer edition, but a tattoo parlor that says Lucky Rabbit tattoos on it.
That could be interesting.
Yeah. And as someone reminded me, as you kind of look over the cards again, Malediction. Seems strange a club is marketing itself with angel wings. And you kind of, in the back of your brain, remember Helen, just, if it's not a place of mortal faith, angel wings is not really a good sign sometimes.
She will likely put some sort of like little X mark next to that as a reminder to herself later.
Yeah. And Alfie will kind of provide a little bit of information on those. He'll say Malediction is a very popular lifestyle club, but also mostly does like dance nights and art things. Guilty pleasures. Again, another lifestyle club, but this one is very focused on sensuality and desires. I will have to get a description from John on his club because I am blanking on whatnot. Smashbox, if you want to go blow off some steam. Apparently it's a Brujah resistant place.
Yeah. I've been in one of those with Aunt Benny before.
Yeah.
So it's definitely very interesting.
Yeah. He can't tell you much about the tattoo shop. He just shakes his head. My dear, only sailors had those, and well, those types were good for a certain thing and dalliances. But it is apparently connected to the prince's family.
Also noted.
Oui, and he'll look at the scrap. That must have been from the intern packing it. I do not know what that is.
Okay. And she'll just kind of like mentally make a note of it to check it out later. Because that's interesting to her, because this is somebody that seems like they would know everything going on. So something scribbled or extra is definitely an enigma.
You get the sense that while he does know a lot of things, given his proclivities and him discussing Voltaire's light reading, you kind of get the sense that there are certain places he just goes, no, thank you.
Absolutely.
Not for me. But eventually you guys will park in the parking garage next to the loom. He will get you all inside, grab keys for a suite kind of in the middle area, and hold out the keys to you. As this is just a few floors below mine. The library, he'll point it out, and it's like this big, huge, would look to be kind of like an entertainment area just turned into a whole library, is over there. The game room, next to it. Apparently some people like the board games and what have you. There is also, he will point to the game room, there is a communal computer in there that you can print things off of, but if you are browsing the moving spicy pictures, maybe get your own laptop. Oui?
Got it. It's a communal, so anybody can see it.
Oui. There is also, he will pat a pocket and hold out just a very, it's not like it's a smartphone, but it's kind of one of those ones you can get at any like major box store. This will help you get in touch with everyone in the city. When you are assigned to a work group, you should be put into a chat. You can say many things in there, but person-to-person chats, mum's the word. Oui.
Yes.
The group chats are how you say the Alcatraz.
Protected? Coded?
Oui.
Okay.
The individual chats, not so much.
Got it.
Much like Bastille when it was stormed.
Like, she's scrambling to understand the history, but like is putting the dots together.
Yeah,
Okay.
Coterie group chats
Yes.
are going to be way more secure. Your individual ones, keep them more masquerade safe.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. Until gesture, is there anything else? Sorry, I didn't know what kind of wine you like, so I did not grab any. But that shall soon be rectified.
I will have my car here, but is there? I might go for a walk. The GPS on the phone.
Oui. In your packet, there should be a placard to put on the mirror. And your car will not be a toot toot.
Got it. Yeah.
Oui.
Make sure that the car doesn't get towed. Got you.
Oui.
It probably won't be here for a day or so, so I'll just walk around for a bit if I need to. Call a cab.
Oui. There's the cabs, and what have you. Philly's public transit is still running despite this god-awful city's infrastructure. I personally believe the prince has hand in that.
It's very useful.
This is very useful. One more thing. Your welcome packet would mention it, but the sewers. If you wish to go skulk about in the what is it you do? Geocache?
Yes.
Reach out to the court first. There is the prince has family under there who does not wish to be disturbed.
Gotcha. Got it. Okay. I have to ask Sid. I think he's the one that does the geocaching stuff. I'll make sure.
Oui, it's all good. Anyways, welcome to Philadelphia. Mwah. Mwah. Au revoir. And he'll...
Bye. Oh.
So now that Candy is alone with her welcome packet, her keys, how quick check-in, how you doing? Like,
is she like at the door, like for her room or whatever at the loom? I'm sure.
Yeah,
that
he would have taken you in the elevator
right
and had this conversation. You're on, let's see, you're probably about like the sixth floor. Yeah, sixth floor up.
Yeah, so she would definitely go inside, close her door, be leaning against her door. She knows she doesn't need to breathe, but sometimes you have moments where you just have to breathe.
And she's been hit with a lot of information today, a lot of weirdness.
And she's going to shoot a quick text off to Helen and be like, I think this place might be weirder than Portland. Just, like, that's all it's going to say. Like,
okay.
And breathe. Yeah, there was a lot of information and a lot of strangeness that she's trying to get down.
Understandable. So yeah, that is fair. Philly, for all its talk of embracing the ivory tower and being, you know, a firm pillar in that tower, a lot of it seems to be did you ever, I'm trying to think how to put this, did you ever read like The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn or watch it as a kid?
Yeah.
You know that scene where they're painting the fences with diluted white paint? You're kind of getting the sense the white paint on the tower here might be a little diluted.
definitely don't have as much apprehension as I did coming into the city.
Yeah.
Feeling like she was going to be under essentially martial law is the way it feels like being in a Camarilla city or on the outskirts of one. And this doesn't feel like that. This feels like any kind of community out there kind of helping each other, which is weird but good.
Yeah. So as we're kind of wrapping up here, what would you say the feeling as Candy's kind of getting herself settled into this place? What's she feeling? Like her last kind of final thoughts and feelings?
Benny's alive. She'll also shoot a text off that to Helen that when I find Aunt Benny, I'm supposed to make sure that she says hi to the rest of the family.
Yeah.
And so there's the relief of that. There is the relief of there will be things to do because being bored is dangerous for Candy. She knows that she will definitely hit Smashbox at some point because if Benny is around, and Smashbox is one of Benny's usually, right? If she is around, there will be hidden things with glitter in them. So when you smash it, glitter goes everywhere. When she's not there, the glitter doesn't show up as much. So she's definitely going to go try and hunt, start her hunt in those places. And we'll try and connect up with some of the local, like, wrestling matches, the underground matches, those kinds of things.
Yeah. And you seem to have a pretty good start. This Paper Street Soap Company seems like a good place to start. And as you're kind of spreading everything out and getting your plan, we will cut to your city phone sitting on the desk nearby. And it just buzzes with a single message that says, "We have your work group assignment. Meet at the Philadelphia Art Museum in 2 days at 8 p.m. And that is where we're going to leave Candy for the night and everything. So thank you so much to everybody who's been watching along. We're going to introduce my fabulous player here and have them tell us who they are and where you can find them should they be wished to be found and whatnot.
I'm playing Candi Cane. I am Saltiest Unicorn, or I go by Salt. If you find me, if I post anything anymore, it's under Saltiest Unicorn on various things.
Nice. Yeah, nice. We had Prince Alicia the Merciful, played by one of our wonderful members of the storytelling team, Ghede. She can be found at just about everything in some version of Ghede FX, either with an underscore or smushed together. Baron Kim was played by one of our lovely mods, Kendall. Don't try and find them. Please leave them be. They are very happy where they are. And last but not leastly of the people I'm thanking, we have our lead ST Einar as our wonderful tech support. You can find him at Einar_TTRPG on most things. And if you can't find him there on Blue Sky, it's at Stars Orbit. Lastly, I'm supposed to tell where y'all can find me. I'm Fennec Wilder. You can find me at the Fennec Wolf on just about everything. And if you want to find more about Philadelphia by Night, we're pretty much at Philadelphia by Night on all the socials. Thank you so much for coming out to Candy's Point 5, Kayfabe. And remember, just because it's dark out there and we play monsters doesn't mean we can't be the light in somebody's life, especially with how things are going. Have a good night, all.